Hey guys, Roger here, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm just going to scroll down, make sure you guys can see my screen. I'm on Amazon.com. Make sure you can hear me okay. Everything's coming through loud and clear. This is November 3rd, 8 p.m. DS Domination Christmas webinar to help you guys get ready for massive profits. Okay, I've had the experience of having like 7, 8, 9 Christmases at least on eBay. The last one I took off because it was just so incredibly busy. I don't want to sell. And so it does become a little bit of work and a little bit of stress. A lot of money, but a little bit of work and a little bit of stress. If you're having fun with eBay, this will be like the first experience you have where it's not like 100% fun. There's a little bit of work, but you can make a lot of money with it. And you might be thinking, right off the bat, I know everybody's envisioning what's the hot toy or tell us the secret toy supplier and stuff like that. It's much more than that. In fact, often years I wouldn't even sell a toy, but we'll go over how I would search toys just to kick off the webinar to help you guys out. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in toys on Amazon. No shocker there, okay? Yeah. And do not go into the popular toys. It's just a waste of time. It's crushing competition, stuff running out of stock. These companies want to run out of stock on their toys, okay? And I'm going to show you the tool later on to monitor that. Help you guys with price changes and things going out of stock, okay? So I always went down the left side, and again, this depends on your listing limits and stuff like that. But if you're on this webinar now, you should be able to get a pretty good listing limit in the next few weeks. But I always hung out at $100 to $200 items, okay? Obviously, a lot more markup there, all right? So I'm going to go over to $100 to $200 items. And I'm just going to scroll through and think out loud, little tips that I can give you guys specifically on toys. Because, I mean, there's items I used to sell and they're awesome, and they're still awesome, and you can still make a lot of money with them. But if I say, hey, guys, this sells really well, there's going to be 2,000 on eBay tonight. So I can't do it that way, okay? But I will be giving out little tips. And before I forget, the affiliate section of DS Domination now, it's going to have, if you're an affiliate, you're developing a team with DS Domination. You certainly don't have to do that to make money and things like that. But I have all kinds of little things that come to my mind and things like that. I'm going to put all kinds of little tips in there, not only on, how to mentor people and how to help them out and grow their business through affiliate or through eBay, but also really exclusive tips in there for you guys doing eBay and things like that. And hot categories and things like that that you guys can expose in the affiliate section. It's not up yet. Hitesh has a link back there. He's just waiting on me to cut the videos. Earlier today, talking to Hitesh and Kevin on a call, and Kevin said, okay, I'm going to be home. Kevin actually came home at 7 p.m. Eastern to record this webinar, but forgot about the time changes. And he's back at work. He says he's coming home early tonight. He's got a long weekend this weekend. He's taking on Friday, off Monday as well. But the point of it is he's going to be cutting some really cool training videos back there exclusively for Extreme. None of these are upsells, just in case you do have Extreme. No rush to go get it if you don't have it. The market Extreme, he's going to be putting cool videos back there on how to do different things with the API and stuff like that, okay? Just stuff we've been talking about. So I'm going to talk out loud a little bit and tell you kind of certain things that I see, okay? Now, right off the bat, KidCraft is a company that will report to eBay your items, okay? But they're really hot selling items, especially around Christmas time. Now, they have all these kitchens and stuff that come out, but the kitchens, I mean, there's a pink one and all these crazy kitchens that come out every single year. In fact, I think we have one in our house. I think we have the pink one. KidCraft will report you to eBay. Now, if you've never been reported to eBay, this is in the do not list video. I will give you this heads up. You'll get like 3 or 4 warnings, then you'll have to be asked to fill out some sort of questionnaire, and then you could be in trouble with eBay. So if you want to risk it, this will make you a lot of money. But KidCraft, they actually wrote in on me one time about 6 years ago, and I contacted them. They said, oh, just because it deals with kids, we don't want you selling Chinese knockoff stuff, but if you're getting it from Amazon, cool. And that's why so you could preliminary call them, or you can call them after the fact, or just not list it at all, okay? But really good stuff there with KidCraft stuff. Let me lessen my screen here a little bit and scroll down the screen here a little bit. Step 2, really good selling items. And Lego. Okay, believe it or not, You can sell like every single Lego version Amazon has and make money. Here's how you do it. Your title is going to have Lego in it, and your title is going to have Lego double G in it, okay? A lot of people spell Lego wrong. We don't talk about misspelled words very much in the training because they're kind of fruitless. But if you misspell Lego in it, I found I sold a lot of Lego sets and outsold people a lot of the time, okay? So there's just a little tip on Lego as I go through here. Now, I want to bring up something, a couple different things and different features. If you're not aware of this, your placement on eBay, it has a very complicated algorithm. We pretty much have 99% of it figured out, all right? And this is what I'm talking about is why does somebody get ranked in the number 1 position for a result? And why do you get ranked in the number 10 position or page 2, page 3, okay? So there's a bunch of different factors that I've talked about these before, but we've just adjusted one of them. So I'm going to bring this up now, okay? We'll call this ranking on eBay. And those of you that don't understand, that just means when you list an item, where does it fall? It's on page 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, etc. Okay? So the first thing that deems your ranking, and in no particular order here, but one of the things that deem your ranking are good titles, all right? And we have that crushed with the title optimizer. If you haven't seen it, because I see some people asking in the help desk, the title optimizer is at the end of Pro. It's at the end of the Pro training. There's a link right there for you to use. And it'll give you absolutely the perfect title. And then I give you some more tips on top of that for making good titles, okay? So that's just done. That's just a note thinking type thing, even though you can make it even better than the title optimizer does with the video and the training in there, okay? The other thing is whether or not you charge free shipping. That swing set that I've listed a couple times or shown on different videos and things like that, I listed it one time and then adjusted it to free shipping and had it jump like 200 and something spots in results, okay? So free shipping is a big thing with eBay, okay? So you'll see listings where it says $49 and $5 shipping. And I teach you to charge $48 and then $5 shipping, but you can also combine those as well. Do 49 plus 5 is 54, so $54 free shipping. Another factor that factors in is relist. And I had this, sorry, it is super dry in here today, guys. You gotta drink of water. I had a couple questions in the help desk where I saw one on Facebook where people were being told to sell similar. So you sell a toaster and then you click sell similar to sell the same toaster. Well, you have to hit relist. And the way you do that is after it's sold, you click on the item title and then there'll be a button that says relist. By doing that, excuse me, this gives it a history of the sale and tells eBay, hey, whatever this item is this person listed, the customers are buying it. So now they're relisting it, so it's probably going to sell. So let's give them a real prominent position. So we took like 2 days to sell that toaster. You relist it, it would have such a great position, take 1 day. Then you relist it, take like half a day. And then you relist it and take like a day or a quarter of a day, etc. Until it just like all of a sudden just starts selling instantaneously. Okay? Number 4, of course, is your feedback. I want to teach you guys something about feedback. It's going to be a pretty wicked busy season, all right? If you happen to get a negative feedback, of course you can call in and get it removed, or you can attempt to get it removed, I should say. It just depends on the feedback, and they all know the rules. Matter of fact, if they mention Amazon, for example, in your feedback, eBay does not want Amazon on their site in somebody's feedback, so they will remove that feedback, okay? But this is a functionality. Now, this is what we've been discovering through tests. So Hitesh and I have been doing listings, and then we test it and do other listings that are exact same and do all this cross-referencing and things like this. So one of the things I'm going to tell you guys about is no HTML, okay? And if you're not familiar with what HTML is, you're good. If you are familiar with it, I'll explain why. HTML is like a code, okay? So every like image, for example, on the internet has some sort of code that actually formulates that image, some sort of funny length of characters, A equals brackets, blah, blah, blah. And then you put that code into eBay, And you click submit, you get a pretty image, okay, or a pretty border. And I was going to roll out some Christmas borders and templates for everybody on here, but our research has shown this. It'll kill your rank on eBay if you use HTML, okay? And the way it'll kill your rank is eBay has like bots that Google has too. So what'll happen is people that the eBay's algorithms and little robots will crawl through their site and it'll read your description and say, hey, is this a good description that's relative to what they're selling? Well, if you have all this gobbledygook HTML code in there, their bots are kind of weak compared to Google's. They're not as sophisticated. So they'll read that code and say, this has nothing to do with a toaster. And it'll give you a really low ranking. So I want you guys to stay away from HTML, okay? Now, before, and right now, we'll have an answer to this within a week. We're testing right now. But when you go over to eBay and you click sell something, let me see if I even remember any of my logins here. I probably won't. Roger is better than a I'll see if it autofills. Oh, yeah, it did. And then what I use for a password? That? I'll sell something. This will be my first eBay sale ever. Just kidding. So I'm going to click sell here. And I want to show you guys something that we're testing. And a few of you guys had this question. Switch to advanced tool in the top right. Continue. Cat toy search. And that category and continue. And no, I don't want to list variations. Get lost, go away. Leave me alone. And load up. Okay, cool. Down here, this area, we've been testing this area right down here. And in the training, all along, you weren't supposed to fill in this area because it's just known that eBay uses it for their database. And it has no relevance on your search results. But eBay has started emailing people, hey, make sure you fill this out. And they're claiming it does help. So now we're testing that now. We'll definitely get back to you guys shortly on whether or not you guys should take a second and fill this stuff in, okay? I know a lot of this doesn't have to do with Christmas, so I'm kind of going down a tangent, but I'm trying to absolutely improve your listings, okay, to help you guys out. So the other thing is there's going to be a lot of, whatever I show on here, there'll be competition, obviously. Like if I say, you know, this was the hottest seller I ever had, 30 on eBay. And what you want to do is, you know, whatever you want to call it, thinking outside the box. I've described this numerous times when listing. You have to not only put your title up, but the person that will get the most sales and make the most money on an item, and actually Dion's an expert at this, is the person that thinks outside the box and puts some sort of title, a good title. Like if you were going to sell this, you put up a really good title, you use the title optimizer, and you still got 20 characters left. So you put in some keywords, okay, that are associated with this train table to be able to get people to see something else, but go, oh, he would love that, okay, especially at Christmas time. You have to understand this. So if I was listing this train set right here, it would be kids storage, parents love storage, kids storage, train set, table, toy, furniture, playroom, and then if that's what the keywords spit out for me and there was nothing else, I would add Thomas to it because Thomas the Train. So Thomas, somebody's looking for Thomas Train. Oh, Jack loves Thomas the Train. Imagine you're a parent right now and you're looking and you come over to Amazon, and I'll leave this page, but I'll stay on this page, and you search Thomas the Train, and there's the old cliche everything Thomas the Train tent, Thomas the Train this. You know what? Look at this thing. Mike would love that. And you are now, you got to understand the power of this. Every single person on eBay, unless somebody's really smart, not that I'm smart. Typing in, oh, I got to get Thomas the Train stuff for Billy. I got to get that. And they come over here and they're like, oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Isn't somebody smart? Do they have Thomas? Oh, they don't even have Thomas in there. Cool. They go on through and they're looking and they're seeing, and again, you can look different ways, Thomas the Train set. And you're looking through and you see these different toys and you're like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Or that's from Grandma. And is that a complete set? I don't even know. What's this? Kmart, $35. And then you're the only person there with this cool thing right here. It's a home run. It's so easy to sell that. This person's charging $159.90, $159. They've sold 21 of them, okay? Did I set that up? Hand in the air. No, I did not set that up, okay? So there's a great example of, I can't believe that happens sometimes. I wish I would like kind of suffer through it a little bit more, right? But there's a great example of that, okay? So who's buying that? People look for Thomas the Train. So you really have to think outside the box. Does everybody understand the power of when somebody's looking for a certain thing that's associated with yours, or looking for a, you know, whatever, a SpongeBob SquarePants television set, and you got a big screen TV there with all the princesses on it or something, you're going to make that sale, all right? And it just takes you completely out of the conversation. I want to make sure. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got 6 yeses that understand that. So if I don't get like 100 more, I'm going to have to go over it again instead of moving on to other things. All right, wake up. I know it's Sunday. The time changed. Everything's off. There's a pouring in of yeses. Awesome. All right. Jeepers. Tell us the secret Christmas toy. Or they're all over there listing it now. Keep track. 158. Awesome. Okay, cool. So that's a good example of, you have to do that. You really have to do that. When we first started launching, in our initial webinars, until we beat it over the rock, would be, what about competition? And I would always say, you know what, there's 26 million items from Amazon with title variations, people linking in from Google, Yahoo, Bing, looking at geolocation, time ending soon, it's best match, no competition, okay? But if you really want to take it beyond that and say, you know what, sell this dang thing in the Thomas the Train set over here. I mean, this guy's ranked number 1 for 159. How are you going to do for 158, okay? On to the next thing that's going to help you guys is listings for Christmas. Boop. Help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. Keep Atesh away from me. Okay. Okay, so.
I heard that.
Well, jeepers, crickets, you scared me to death. Okay. 1 to 5 days on your listing.
I knew I would. I was waiting for the chance.
All right. Let me get back in the groove. I'll call you in a moment. 1 to 5 days on your shipping times, okay? There is a choice in there for 1 to 10 days, and I've seen a lot of people doing it, going, Amazon's taking 6, 7 business days. What do I say? Well, you are allowing 2 business days for handling, okay? So if you're allowing 2 business days for handling, plus 1 to 5 business days, that's 7 business days, all right? So you're really good in that shape, and if it gets you a little bit nervous, better to change your handling time to 3 business days than adjust this, because eBay doesn't seem to be looking at this as much as they're looking at your days. Your listing will jump 50 spots right now, at least, if you have 1 to 10 days and you change it to 1 to 5 days, okay? So that's going to help you guys out a lot. Now, as Hitesh is over there finishing up our software for tracking prices for you, we want to get it out to you as early as possible. So we're going to show you one that will work for you. And then when he completes ours, our DS Domination software, it'll work infinitely better. And here's why, because it'll report to you faster, multiple times a day versus 1 time a day. But so you guys will at least have this, I want you guys to see this site. It's called camelcamel.com. When I used to privately trade people and I'd share this site with people, they'd be like, I can't find it. I'd be like, camel. Yeah, I get it, camel.com. I'm like, no, it's actually camel. I get it. They'd fight with me. Okay. Some really cool stuff here. I'm going to cut a video on how to use this. Okay. But basically, it's a sign up over here. You're going to get notified by email when your item adjusts. Goes up, goes down, goes out of stock. How cool is that? How much money would that save you? Goes up, goes down, goes out of stock. All right. So just write down that website for now. I'll cut a training video and put it back office for you until our software rolls out, and then you'll be just completely blown away by that. I say ours, it's Hitesh's, but he lets me say ours. Camel.com. Now I'm going to need some awake people, and I want to ask, how cool is that? Let's get some awake people. I'll call you out. I'll go over it again. I'll tell my camel joke. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, I'm glad you guys like that. All right, so in the Amazon world, again, I would personally, and I personally did go to 100 to 200. I like to stay in that range. You might have limits on your account, so stay at a lower dollar range, 50 to 100, okay? But the higher priced items, obviously a lot more markup, a lot more variation in there, and you have to think that extra level in your brain. What would mom be shopping for? And then see my item and go, ooh, I gotta have that, okay? Okay, now, in your titles, now I'm gonna phrase this very slow and very clear. I see some titles out there, they're obviously limited, they don't use up the character space, and things like that. And I get it. Sometimes it's a floor mat. What do you put? Floor mat, doormat, boots. I mean, there is some limitations to the titles and the keywords that you can use using the title optimizer. And sometimes it doesn't fill out your title completely, okay? And if you put an effort in and you fill out your title the best you can, and then you've put in some like the whatever I want to call third dimensional thinking, where that Thomas the Train example, okay, where mom will be looking for this, but she'll see this and she's gonna buy it, okay? But if you still have space in your titles, okay, here's some good words. Gift for her, gift for him, Christmas gift for her, Christmas gift for him, unique gifts, okay? And I'll tell you what this is for. This is for the men, okay, for the most part, a lot of it. Now, myself, I was thinking about saying this, and I really want to preface this correctly. I don't live in this land of extraordinaire, and I got everything, and Ferraris and stuff like that. I just don't live that way, but I don't want for anything. So every Christmas, I'll get a golf cup or mug, because like 74 years ago, I played golf. We should get some golf stuff. I haven't been golfing in 2 years, but I don't care. But the point of it is, there will be people that are shopping for me, or I know when I'm shopping for my wife. I've been married 10 years, and we've done the house, we've done this, we did everything I can think of. And I have some good ideas this year. I'll tell you about later on. But it's tough, so I would end up on gifts for her on the sites, or unique gifts and stuff like that. And I would be searching for it all over the internet. So there's some good keywords for you to use. And only if your title is not filled out after you use the title optimizer and the like third dimensional thinking. What would mom buy? Would mom buy this if she's looking for this type stuff? These are some good keywords to use in your titles to help you guys with sales. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the semantics of Christmas and stuff and what you're going to see, okay? One, toys are very, very, very dangerous things. You can send an email out saying, sorry, Jim, your shaver is broken or ran out of stock or whatever the videos teach you to do. But little Lucy's bicycle, entirely different thing, okay? So I'm going to suggest, if you have teams established, if you have friends and stuff, growing teams in DS Domination, this is not going to spread through the Facebook groups, okay? I don't want this in Facebook groups because it'll get messy in a hurry. But if you got friends and you got teams and stuff, every year when I was doing private coaching, I was charging $2,500 a head. I'd be working with 5, 10, 15 students around this point in time. And I would literally be standing in Walmart with a cell phone. Okay, I got 32 rock band things here. How many do you guys need? Okay, I need 6 shipped to Oregon, 3 to here, 2 to here, stuff like that. So Christmas is fast and furious, and some of the stock goes out on things fast and furious, okay? So I'm going to recommend a couple things. One, kind of a buddy system, if that happens. The software will be out and updating you and everything else, but if we miss something, if you're running out of stock on something, the buddy system, hey, Lisa in Oregon, it's Roger in North Carolina. I need you to do me a favor. I sold this. Can you check your local Walmart? Because my Walmart's out of it. They're going to be at Walmart anyway, shopping for Christmas chocolate bark or whatever it is you buy for Christmas, right? So it's not too much of a hindrance, and they'll help you out back and forth. So I'm going to highly recommend that, okay? Another thing you guys want to do, if you have a Costco or Sam's Club near you, you want to go visit it, and you want to go visit it now, okay? Because when you physically see the items, you're going to get a lot more feel, and you're going to see things that you've never seen on the site. Recognize the sites have like 100 to 1,000 times more things, but because they're on a flat screen in front of you versus physically tangible, you won't find a lot of them, you won't notice a lot of them. But if you go visit these clubs and you're like, man, that playhouse is going to kill it. Like last Christmas, Riley and those of you who know him for a while, Riley and Kaya got a cedar playhouse, okay? And it came from Costco. It was like $269 and 711,410 man hours to build. And I had to build that Christmas Eve, a bicycle, whatever, a typical build a bunch of stuff Christmas Eve story. But this thing was a bit of a nightmare. But when I looked at it, now that I'm looking at it right now in my man cave, it's a really cool, awesome looking house, and they're in it all the time. They love it. And when I saw it in the store, it was like $269. I was like, man, I could have sold the lights out of that. And I actually have a similar one in the UK Elite videos up there that was selling for profit as well. But I have a similar one right here. So when you go out there, you're going to see these things and just crush it. One of the big advantages you also have is you have a lot of newbies shopping on eBay for the first time. And we already make money because a lot of people don't price compare. They just go, that's awesome, I'll get it, blah. But particularly newbies, they're so fantastically lost on there sometimes that they see something and they don't even realize there might be another one remotely close. They're just like, there it is, I gotta get that. All right? So you can really get markup prices very, very well and do incredible on that. That said, I want to show you guys another site. I need you guys to write this down because I want you guys to make as much money as you can. I showed this site to an exclusive group of people that upgrade to a product, I think last week, but I want to make sure for you guys see it too. This is called Dubli, DUBLI.com. DUBLI.com. And what this company is going to do for you, let me go to the shopping mall right here. These guys have the highest cashback rewards on things, okay? So let me search a store. Overstock, for example. Go. And you'll see here that you can get 3% or 7% or 9% back from Overstock. Now, some of the upper training, we already have different ways to get even more money back from Overstock, up to like 25%. But if you're a VIP here, 9%, you know Overstock has a 5% layup money back just for being a Club O member. That's 14% back, okay? Now watch this. I'm on eBay. And I mean, you could literally, I'm sure you guys already know this exists, advanced search, items by seller, and Overstock. Search. You could literally go through those items, and just with these two levels, you're going to get 14% cheaper than all of this stuff here, okay? Using this. Now, the 3 levels, there's a membership to this. We're not going to put out an affiliate link and try and make some extra money off you guys or anything like that. But if I click on the membership levels, there's 3 levels, and you guys go directly here, DUBLI, and you guys can register here. And there's different levels here, okay? There's the VIP is $99 for the year, the premium is $4.95, and the free is free. And it dictates how much money you get back, depending on what level you have, okay? And this company, Doobly, is actually out of, I believe, UK or overseas, and they've been around. They just revamped their model. They used to be like a penny auction type site. They revamped their model recently, so they're very old. We have no association with them except we get rocking kickbacks from using their site. Okay, so go over there, read the terms and conditions, decide what membership you want to be, and then you guys can rock it out. It's not just Overstock. If I go down here and I go to Walmart, for example, when I was doing affiliate marketing, that's where you get paid money to refer people to sites. Walmart was always like 2%. And if they had like a special every now and then, the company that ran the affiliate commissions for them, every now and then they would bump it up to 4%. And be like, wow, 4%. But watch what it is if you're a member of Doobly. By the way, guys, if you know Trent Weidman from the team, he's all over Facebook and stuff. He's auditioning right now for America's Got Talent. And he wanted me to. He's just calling me, but I'm not gonna hang on to you guys for that thing. But anyway, 6.6% here on this right here for the VIP. So just incredible amounts of money there to help you guys build up your stuff. Now, one of the things you don't want to do is ruin your Christmas. Okay, really, you should be looking to stop listing around the 15th. And when you stop listing around the 15th, sales stop, or you're not done. Like if you stop on the 15th, it's not like, okay, I'm done. Within eBay, and I'll cut a video on this for you guys too, you guys can set up an eBay store. I'll give you the verbal instructions right now on how to do it. Actually, I'll see if I can bring it up on my screen here. My eBay. If I go to account, and go down to subscriptions. So I'm on my eBay, I go to account, and I go down and click on subscriptions. And down here you can open an eBay store, okay? And the eBay store, I used to always use the premium. Now the premium will get you a lot more significant discounts versus the basic. It is $50 a month. But the savings you get on the insertion fees, around 110, 120 listings, it's worthwhile to pay the $49.95 a month. The anchor store is just a joke. I mean, my account manager is just like, you shouldn't get that. It's useless. But you just come over here and you subscribe. And then while you're subscribing, it'll ask you to set up your store and all this cool stuff. You can just bang right through it. You can make your store look all pretty, but what are you doing? You're adding HTML code to your listings by making your store look all pretty. You don't want to do that. We talked about that. So you just bang right through it. And what this is going to allow you to do is a couple different things. First of all, you're going to get your listings a lot cheaper. Second, if you have your items in the store, you can put it on vacation. And you put your store on vacation, and then nobody can buy from you and bother you over the holidays that you want to close, rather than delisting all of your items. You put your store on vacation. There is another cool function there, and I'll cut a video for you. I just didn't want to bother buying the store. It's called a markdown manager. How many people on this call, I know this is going to go crazy. How many people on this call are like looking at their items and have like 40 watchers? And they're like, why do I have all these watchers, right? Does that drive you bonkers? I got 1 yes. Okay, I'll skip it. Okay, 2 yes, 3, good. People are just faking the yeses at this point. Whatever, just shut up. Here's a yes. Yeah. So these watchers, they drive you nuts. So when I used to do auctions, I'd look and be like, all right, I got all these watchers. They would have a buy-in on one item. Like, what are you watching? What are you watching? And they're just kind of bookmarking to look back for in the future. They're bookmarking, going, oh, Lisa will love this. Let me show Lisa this, okay? The markdown manager in your store will allow you to do sales, like a one-day sale, okay? And you can pick whatever items. One-day sale, 10% off. And there's a lot to it because you can go ahead and mark something up $10 and then run a one-day sale, $10 off, okay? And what will appear is it'll say $48 in your listing, and let's say you can run a $10 off or 5% off. Let's just say we ran a 5% off sale, which is $2.40 less. Your price will have 48, and they'll have a strike through it, okay? And then it'll have 46.60, or whatever $2.40 is. And then it'll have a counter on the right of that. It'll say 23 hours, 59 minutes left, okay? And those watchers that are all watching me like, ooh, they just dropped the price. Cha-ching. Okay, and cha-ching's good, all right? Now, if this was me, okay, and it's Christmas time, one, we got, we know to use the $100 category on Amazon. Toys, you got to be ultra careful because you get caught on Sally Sue's bicycle. Use the buddy system. See if you can find it at local stores and stuff if you get absolutely stuck, okay? If you get absolutely stuck. We got the markdown manager, everything else. We got these steps in here. One thing I would stay away from is this holiday is Sears, okay? I always seem to get smoked on Sears. They carry really good inventory all year long, and then it's like they take all the cool popular selling stuff and burn it in the back parking lot. So I would use Sears throughout the next month in November. I wouldn't use them in December, okay? And I'm just giving you guys a tip. I always had, you make great sales, but I always had bad luck, and I'd always be at dang Sears December 12th. And I'll tell you, it's a nightmare, all right? So just the one to stay away from in December is Sears. Okay, for international folks or folks that want to ship internationally, one of the greatest things I used to sell, and you can start with this anytime now, and there's not a lot of title variations on here, so this will really be strong for you that want to bother to pack something up and physically ship it. Or if you're a different country, was Christmas trees, artificial Christmas trees, okay? And I didn't want to point out certain items because I don't want like 10 million Christmas trees and nobody sells any of them, okay? Again, you got to think outside the box. So I'm going to sort this by lowest price. And when I used to sell the Christmas trees, this guy used to make fun of me every year because I'd walk in and I'd pack up the truck or the van or whatever with like 100 Christmas trees. And then after I let him get away with that for 3 years, I looked at him and said, dude, you've been working for Walmart for 3 years, man. So, okay, I'm not going to go through all this sorting, but there's a Christmas tree every single year. It's like $17.96. It's a 6-foot aspen Christmas tree, okay? And people from all over the world seem to order these aspen Christmas trees, all right? It's really going to help you. It'll be, believe me, you walk into your lawn and garden and in your Walmart, I'm going to sort it here, and it'll be $17.96 to $19.96, a 6-foot Christmas tree. You're going to physically check that out because I'm not going to find it online. Looks like I'll try to. Lowest price low and high. And it'll actually stands like 4 feet tall because in separate sections. And it has no lights on it, all right? And if you want to go ahead, you'll sell the lights out of the 6-foot Christmas tree. Now you have to be inventive. Again, because a lot of people are going to be selling this Christmas tree just because of this webinar. So you can sell to other countries and stuff like that. And when I'm saying sell it, I used to sell it for $100 plus, okay? And they would pay the shipping, all right? So for some reason, people like to buy Christmas trees from us and stuff like that. Or you can drop ship them, but I don't recommend drop shipping a Christmas tree. It's very sensitive. Well, actually, I'll take that back. I don't recommend drop shipping a Walmart Christmas tree. Walmart's a great site to use, but I just wouldn't do a Walmart Christmas tree. When I used to do it, it comes in a box that looks like this. It's a long, narrow box. Okay, it stands about 4 feet tall. Bing, bonk, bonk. And it was brown, not red. Okay, and I would just remove all the labels, peel them off, and then I would ship that Christmas tree around the world. And that Christmas tree would pretty much easily pay for Christmas. And when I say got to be inventive, I'll show you one thing that sells like crazy. And I won't show you like any more individual items like this, because obviously if I every single one I show you guys, it's going to be a fight. Nobody will make any money. But who would think to ever sell? I don't even know if this is there here, but I used to sell it every year. Upside down Christmas tree. We'll see if they still have it. Oh, okay, that's cool. Let me show you a different site then. Try Amazon. Upside down Christmas tree. There it is. Who would ever think to sell this thing? It sells like crazy. I bet if I checked eBay, somebody will bought one recently, and it's like November 3rd. All right. Upside down Christmas tree. Upside down Christmas tree, completed listings, sold listings. Funk. This could scare us. Yeah. Okay, October 29th. Let's get our upside down Christmas tree. Okay. It's Wackyville. Okay. Anything Christmas is Nutsville. All right. Can you imagine? Heather came home with that, you're like, yeah, you're sleeping in the yard. I don't know. Maybe it's cool. Maybe I'm just old fashioned. I don't know. There's one. And if you have to sell Christmas trees, it's all about the size and the number of tips, they call it, or lights. Okay. So anyway, look at this. I mean, does it sell or what? I had no idea. I didn't even look this up, but crazy. Okay. The other thing is you're going to be tempted to sell ornaments. Don't do it. Just a waste of time. You'll see boxed up ornaments. Like, oh, that's so cute. Not going to sell any. Not going to sell any. I challenge the person to make $5 on Christmas ornaments. It's a total waste of time. Okay. Let me go. I don't know what the title on this is. Sidewalk lights. I'm going to call them. No, I know what it is. This really good seller as well. And this is I'm reminiscing, go, oh, I used to sell this. I'll stop after this so I don't stick. This rope lighting right here. This is the white lighting you put around your driveways and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna actually get some this year. The problem with it is if you don't get enough, it just looks stupid. but this stuff I used to sell like crazy as well. Okay, so it's just another item you guys can sell. Go ahead and I'll pause. Oops. Go ahead. I'll pause right now and go ahead and hit me with some questions, guys. Okay. Well, I drink a little beverage. And those of you guys that are watching the replay, Merry Christmas and congratulations for everything you've done. The average number of listings that I had up at one time. Yeah, when I was at 400 listings, I needed to make $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Okay, I had really good titles, and it was almost exclusively Amazon, and that was making me $3,000 to $4,000 a month. That's a little high because I had good titles. It should make you $1,500 to $2,000 a month. When I was doing about $160,000 profit in my pocket, I had about 2,500 listings up. Okay, awesome. Specific shipping company. No, I would just, I was terrible with physically shipping things, and this was a while ago. So I would take like a $20 or $30 loss just to use the convenience of a UPS because I'd conceive it. I'm like, that's gonna be awesome. And then it was so like, oh wow, I got all this money. Like, oh, I gotta ship it. It was like pulling a tooth with me. The difference in a basic store and a premium store is I think one's $15 or $20 a month versus $50, but you don't get a significant reduction in your insertion fees. With the rope lights, they all work, whatever one you want to do. You know what I would do for me? This is just some kind of thinking here is I would find a really cool picture online of rope lighting of a house, okay? Because everybody's going to have this stupid picture, and then people that try and sell the bigger pack are going to grab this one. Look, 50 feet. That looks stupid. Grab a house with the lights on it and then put 50 feet rope. Okay? That's what I do. Anyway, U.S. people can sell in Canada. No, you really need the bank account there and stuff like that. Decorations in general, great question. Some wreaths sell, and one of the Dion actually said he would let people know what it is, but there's just too many people. Dion used to sell this manger set that he got like at a dollar store for like hundreds of dollars. It cost like $15. He'd sell it for like $200 or $300, and he would just sell it and sell it and sell it and sell it and sell it. So there's different manger sets and stuff like that. They sell very well. And then yeah. Kenya, I don't, not yet. How do you open the price range? You have to be a little deeper into search. You can't just type something out. Like if I did a search for, I don't want to leave my question box here, but if I did a search for Blue Amazon, I have to select a category on the left, like kitchen and housewares, and then you click on an item, and then the dollar range will show up on the left side. Good idea to use variation listings. What they're asking is, you're on Amazon, they have a blanket up for sale, and there's a red, yellow, blue, green, purple one, and then people can select the blanket they use. I couldn't get a listing up like that. It was just annoying to me. But if you can do the listing, yeah, throw it up. But it just drove me nuts. Yes, it is the same. Yeah. When will replay be up? We've got really good at the replays. Applause to Atesh and Kevin. They're putting replays up really quickly. And yes, the call is being recorded. No, stop selling December 15th, not November 15th. And it's over. Can I sing some more? Yes. What was I singing earlier, Hitch, that you were going, oh, that's so awesome, Roger. You're the best. Oh, I know what it was. Lady in red is dancing with me. And just like, oh, that's awesome. Yes, Crystal, definitely. Very good. Yes, on the Christmas sheets shipped internationally, I do buy them. I get them from Walmart. I stock them. You can always return them, right? I just go, I pull up in the van, I get like 8 or 10. When I first started, that was like 40 or 50 from Walmart. Yes, do not use HTML in the description. There will not be yet, Marlene, probably not this Christmas run about tracking stock in Walmart. I will ask Hitesh about that. I guess I must have misspoke because everybody's saying November 15th. Definitely December 15th. Kidcraft on Bonanza all day long. Yes, great idea, April, for sure. Instead, stay away from Sears. Does that include Kmart? Yes, it does. I think you good tip, Randy. Thank you. Yes, use Camel for now. Camel's going to update you once a day. Natasha's software is probably going to knock on your door and deliver a pizza and then tell you the item changed back. Is there a tool to tell you where what it is? I don't play around. I was very black and white. I never used any pretty things. I never searched myself out. I was just like, okay, rope lighting, American lighting. Does that mean anything? No, it doesn't. And I'm just quickly thinking, who cares? It's rope lighting. Who cares who makes it? No, you got to get that American lighting brand. Remember, you got that whatever lighting brand. No, I just don't. I would look at this and I would just throw up a title really quick. Rope lighting kit, decoration, driveway, illuminator, bright, security, Christmas, white, lights, art, blah, 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 blah. So I would just do that and just bang them out, bang them out, bang them out. I didn't do anything pretty. And I didn't go back and go, where's my listings? I just put them up. JAE, there's a video on that in the pro training. Oh yeah, get as many items as you can for Christmas. Christmas is, you could just, I used to use a more descriptive example when I was verbally training, but I can't use it on the call. You can just, you can take a tomato and put it on your lawn and somebody's going to come buy it. Okay, it's just that insane. It's not all about just toys. It's everything. Just you got to get it up. Push your limits up. Call in. Get your limits up. Price things to make really good money. Okay. Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Michael. Guys, I've got some questions to help desk, and Susie's asked and stuff like that. And we just recently brought some people in to help me out with the help desk and help make things smoother for everybody, which is awesome. And this frees me up to do things. And I found a site that Hesh looked it up too, and we have a way for international folks to get a U.S. phone number. I just have to cut that video for you. And it's not that it's like a 5-minute thing. I have to go through it, test it. We know it works. It's just explaining it simplistically for everybody. So you'll be able to get a U.S. phone number. And I'm going to show you guys how to use gift cards as well as PayPal to check out the sites if you're international, okay? I always did fixed price listings myself. If you're really good, I'm not going to roll any training on it soon. If this makes sense to you, you could do this. You could throw in a mix of fixed price listings. Don't use reserve. If you know what that is, don't use reserve. That's a total mess. Or you could set your listings up to at the break-even point on the first bid, and then every subsequent bid you start making money, okay? So figure out what it takes to break even, and then put that up the reason. Or different things like that. So you can do auctions and start at a higher price and have it at the break-even point and sell that way if you want, if that makes sense to you. Roughly how many items do you have to sell in order to receive PayPal payments immediately? PayPal is a very secure company, just like eBay is. They're not going to put that out on the internet or something. There's absolutes. 90 days consistent selling, 100 feedback, or just absolute nulls, okay? But we've seen them get lifted a lot faster than that, but that'll be the worst case scenario. Will I come to Hilton Head to play golf at Christmas? Larry, it's on an exclusive resort that you always want me to golf on. It's beautiful down there. My mother's going to be here driving me crazy. Will I go to Hilton Head Island? Okay. When will the replay be available? I would say 24 hours. Tesh should probably listen in. He'll come out a little bit. Yeah, for sure. The question is asking about what I refer to in a help desk about the eBay won't show your listings. eBay does have built into their algorithm now that they won't show your listings for certain periods of time, like 3 days. Have you guys had it's really slow? Okay. They'll take your listings on a rotation just randomly. And the instructions on that are to go in, adjust your prices up or down 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents, okay? And then put some better or additional keywords in your title, and that'll look to eBay. They'll go, oh, something new is here. Put it back up, okay? You outsource any of what you do. I was trying to think of something funny, but I was going to refer to my wife, and I won't do that. But we don't. You can limited outsource. Okay, I know there's a gentleman that does very well on eBay that has somebody do the titles for them. Okay, and they pay him like 30 cents a title or something like that. You can't give them full access to your eBay back office. One, they could destroy it. There's personal information in there, and two, and just as important is, if they're logging in from a different IP address, they're going to go to log into their account. A box is going to pop up and say, we need to call you right now for security. And then you're going to have to get on Skype and go, you have to type in this PIN code. It'll happen like every other time they log in. So Yeah, the question is, I have a store full of listings. Is it okay to kill a few and delete them and list other ones? The listings, it takes 2 to 4 minutes, right? So if I had room when I was listing, rather than just kill them and replace them, I would just alter the price, throw in a couple keywords. It was just so much faster and easier. When you import from eBay to Bonanza, 9% fee, does it make a total of 24%? No. I've gone over this on a couple calls. Really quick here, guys. Let me get back to some more stuff. This is Bonanza, and this is eBay, and this is Big Google, for example. All right. The only functionality that Bonanza has in this whole thing is it allows you to import your items from eBay onto Bonanza. Once that's done, eBay has nothing to do with it. And then Bonanza goes out and sells on Google. If you send it on Bonanza to pay 9%, that's what you pay, plus PayPal fees, or Amazon checkout fees, or Google checkout fees. So these guys sell on Google. The only association they have with eBay is you can upload your items from eBay. Or you can just list right on Bonanza, and they'll go out and sell on Google. So no, there's no eBay fees whatsoever. There is a functionality for you to list things on Bonanza and sell them on eBay, in which case you would pay the fees, but that's just stupid. That's a waste of time. Okay, awesome. Couple little idiosyncrasies you guys are going to face as you're checking out. It might even be on Amazon because they're very early. They will tell you you have to order by such and such a date to get it by such and such a date. Walmart will tell you the same thing. All the sites will tell you the same thing. That's critical. I mean, don't even try and order a day late and say, hey, it's only shipping to Dukes. It's just not going to happen, okay? And so that's one of the things you want to pay attention to. A lot of the toys that you're going to be selling, again, I'll go over here and list on here. Let me go over $200 and $200 above. And bring this up. Did you see how I sorted, by the way? I went over there on the left side. That the person was asking the toy question. Okay. There's another KidCraft kitchen. Okay. Okay, KidCraft, one of the popular brands, KidCraft, all that stuff here, KidCraft, stuff like that. I can tell you guys also, if you're selling toys, and you have something that's selling very well and you're just killing it and making money on it and crushing it, order a couple to your home. You can always return them. I will bet everybody on the planet on this call, sometime in December, this will be selling on eBay for $250 plus. Okay, this will run out of stock. I guarantee it does every year. And then it's like the comedy video. I don't even know the name of it, but it's just a cliche thing where everybody's rushing to get the one item. I guarantee that's selling on $250 on eBay, and everybody is out of stock. And this one as well, but primarily the red for some reason will be out of stock, etc., etc. So one of the things you can do is if you have a hot selling item, you have cash flow, buy it and get some shipped to your house and have it as backup. So let's say this thing here. Why? I don't know why this would be unless it's the full-size pony that also mops the floors. But if you're selling this, okay, there's probably some cheaper items to be more effective. But if you're, $30, $50, $60 item, whatever, and you're selling this like crazy, all right, you get 4 or 5 shipped to your house, whatever you want to make on it. And remember, it's absolute guaranteed free money. So you get 10 shipped to your house, and you sell 7 of them. Just return 3. Get your money back. You sell all 10, cool. All 10 don't sell, do it. And then you do have to physically ship. You're going to lose a bit of money in shipping costs. But if it runs out and you got 10 shipping at your house, sitting at your house, you can sell that for $200-300. Okay? So as you start listing now, if you have a really good selling item, you're selling 2, 3, 4, 5 of them a week, a lot of items are going to run out of stock. And if you got the only one, not only have all these other people trying to fulfill orders, but you have all these moms and dads looking for that specific thing that's out of stock everywhere on the internet. One of the traps not to fall into, don't fall into this, is list toys for Christmas. Don't even believe a word of what they say. You'll get this backwards, or at least I did, 100% of the time, all right? If I typed in a date, 2013's hottest toys, 100% of the time I got this backwards. I'd be at Walmart, I'd be stocked up to the hilt on this thing, and it wouldn't sell, and the hot item would be a pet rock. I'd have 100 Elmos, and the pet item would be 100 Bernies, Ernies, or whatever, okay? Don't fall for that trap, and don't go out and buy 100 of those, okay? Black Friday. The day after Thanksgiving here in the States. I'm not sure what it's called internationally, but let me close this because I'm experiencing audio difficulties. Black Friday. It's up to you if you want to get out there in the trenches at 4 or 5 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I will tell you this on Black Friday. Don't buy laptops, okay? Because there's going to be a line around the block at Best Buy for an Aspire $200 laptop, and you're going to get 3 of them. And you're going to see if they were selling on eBay the night before for $600. And when you get yours, it's going to be everybody's selling for $229. That's the only category. I mean, you can stand the lines and get other things if you want to. On Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, I realize we have an international audience on here, but do not get laptops. It's a mess. First, you should be selling electronics on eBay. Second, the price comes way down on eBay on that specific item, no matter what one you got. Everybody's got the same thing on their mind, getting out and getting laptops. Better to get a Lego set, okay, than get that, all right? As Christmas time rolls forward, I will be emailing out and messaging out and putting back in the elite office and putting back in the affiliate office directions to take you guys in. And again, I can't get on here and say, guys, I sold the lights out of this bicycle trailer. I actually did, not specific to Christmas time, because everybody be listing it, right? So, but I will be rolling up categories and stuff that you guys should be definitely paying attention to, okay? Hey, Tess, you can hop on here if you have any follow-ups or anything about software I touched on. I'm just going to take a few more questions if you're on here. I'm not sure if you're on here or not. Oh, that's nice. Troy, LCD commodities. If they specifically say they're going to take longer, Troy, yeah, definitely put that in the listing. Sold my first Walmart product today. Awesome job, man, team. Jumping around here. Did you have 1 to 5 day listings with 2,500 items listed? Yeah, absolutely. It was easy. I worked 6 hours a day doing it. See, when you'll get smoother at it. I get 176 emails a day. I'd answer 4. I'd open the email. Is there any way you can delete? I always would delete. Can I get a tracking number? Yep, here it is. Is there, what if I delete? That's what I would do. Okay, I wouldn't go around digging around for things. Yes, it's recorded. Third-party sellers, great question. If I'm on Amazon right here, for example, and I click on this $150 Lego set, 99.99999% of the time, the lowest price is right here. You'll see these from $130, but generally they have shipping. The only time they don't have a shipping cost, and they're cheaper than Amazon actually is if they're a brand new seller. So if I click over here and I look at the $130 ones, this is 130 plus 8, but it's used, okay? So here, there's $149.95, which is the price in the box, okay? But if you have to fall back on another seller because you're having problems finding it or something, I click on the toy giant here, for example, And the only thing I'm going to be looking for through them, and as I look at their site and things like that, you can find it back here, so I can bring it up, is it would be under return policy and stuff and rating. I want to see if they have a phone number, and I want to call them. Okay, for all. You don't want to just fall back and go, oh, I did get it fulfilled. I got it from the toy giant, and then they screw you over. Okay, so call them. Awesome. Why not an Anchor Store? An Anchor Store is $500 a month and does nothing for you. How does Doobly work again? Yeah, you go to doobly.com, and if you want to get a premium membership for $99, you'll get that higher percentage back kickback. So once you're a member, every time you go to place an order at Overstock or Walmart, you go to doobly.com and you'll log in and you'll click on, you can stay logged in, so it doesn't take much time. You click on the Overstock logo. It'll take you over to Overstock and you just order the same way you normally would, only you get cash back for going to Doobly first. I would just stick to the US. Hi. Do I do relist or sell similar? I think, Sherry, you're a little bit late. I won't go into detail, but just trust me. Click relist, not sell similar. Aliz, I see E-L-I-Z. I'm guessing the last letter is A. It cuts off when you don't give me your name on the chat here. Yes, you can use Walmart, and that's a video I'm going to cut on how to do that. You can actually pay with PayPal, so your billing address then becomes irrelevant. Okay. Chevy Chase with lights. Each sources are better than others during the holidays. Is there any elite sources that are better during the holidays? I always seem to camp out at Amazon and Overstock, even though Amazon's in the Pro. If you dig deeper, there's a ton more stuff on there, especially for toys. So I would say in order, I would use myself. If you're good at it, Walmart, then Overstock, and then Amazon is where I would hang out. Oh, awesome. I'm glad I got this question for reminding me of this. I was just told I exceeded my limit of purchasing on Amazon for selling one item. Extremely rare. Okay. Maybe you might experience that 5 more times in the next year. Okay. Sometimes Amazon will have an item up and will have limited availability for a single order. So I'm selling a frying pan, I order it, drop ship it, then I order it, it's like, oh, sorry, you can't order this, you've reached your limit, okay? You can just call Uncle Joe, ask him to order it, you can go on a different computer, open up a different account, whatever, easily get around it. Or what we used to do is we would have, I was working with, personally training like 5-10 people at a time, and I would say, Jack, listen, Mike just hit this wall, so why don't you sell this item that Mike just hit the wall on? And if somebody else hit a wall, then I would say, why don't you exchange really hot items that each people were selling when they hit that wall? Yeah. So if you have a team built up and you hear somebody else, hey, I can't order this red rooster anymore. Cool, because I can't order this blue rooster. So why don't, thanks for the tip. You sell the blue, I'll sell the red, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. Selling on Amazon during the Christmas season is just absolute insanity. I don't want to, if you want to ask me these questions, if you guys ask any questions about, in the help desk about other courses that are at DS Domination, I'll answer them there. But I don't want to go too in depth on them for other people's time. And I don't want to seem like I'm upselling on here at all, okay? Do I ship international to Canada and Australia? A lot of my items seem to go to Italy and Greece for some reason. Yes, summer it does. I'm being asked to explain HTML again. If you really need to know, just write to the help desk. If you don't know what HTML is, you're in good shape because you shouldn't be using it. Okay. So yeah. Okay, clarify what you mean by stop on the 15th of December. Stop. No, I know what you're saying. If I didn't get to the connection quick enough, if you have a store, you can put it on vacation mode, okay? And you put it on vacation mode and nobody can order from you anymore. Otherwise, the other choice is you delist all of your items. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Plus you lose all the history of the item. So if you're selling a bicycle and you've sold 7 bicycles, it's sold, you relist it, sold, you relist it, sold, you relist it. Well, you have such a prominent position on eBay. But if you turn around and you delist it because you want to take some time off at Christmas, you lose that prominent history unless you get it up fast enough. You take it down for a little bit unless you get it up fast enough. Okay. The other choice is you can jack up your prices and things like that, or you can, so they don't sell, or you can put your store on vacation. The last thing you want doing is on the 21st of November, Sally orders a red wagon from you, okay? Because you're going to have to get it there. You know, you believe me, you're so busy. It's like when I used to take, I don't know if anybody else had this experience, but I used to take exams in college. I know other people went to college. That wasn't what I meant. But when I was taking exams in college, I used to take these really intense science exams. And the last one, like the last question was just like, it was like when you're a kid and summer vacation comes, you're like, and that's how you're going to feel when your last order is shipped, everything's done, and you're like, honey, let's get the Christmas tree, okay? I thought we only shipped the lower 48 states. You stayed around the world. Miguel, you might have joined a little bit late. That was for the Christmas tree example I was speaking about. When I said I had $2,500 listings up for these $50 profits or more, no, there was a lot of Amazon, a lot of $20 profit, a lot of $50 profit, some $100, $200 profit listings. Do I have any strategy for Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Cyber Monday, it just picks up. I would definitely get your stuff up onto Bonanza. There's a lot of people making money on Bonanza, but it's something I alluded to in the past. You become so in love with eBay/Amazon. And then when you get over and you see the other sites, you're like, okay, they're pretty cool. I can make some money. Let me go back to Amazon because it's so warm and pretty here, and I love the beautiful blanket. Okay. It's the same thing. Now you have Elite, you have sites, you're like eBay and sites, that Bonanza thing's cool. I should check it out sometime. eBay and sites, especially for Cyber Monday. Bonanza is going to kill it for you. Okay. Guys, if you're having questions that are not specific to holidays and stuff like that, just ask in the help desk. Okay. Delivery issues. You mentioned there'll be a U.S. number you can use. Yes. I went over here and I Googled international get a U.S. phone number. Okay, I talked to some people that waited against selling track phones and shipping them overseas and everything like that. I researched Skype and realized that's going to be limited. I researched Google Voice and realized that's going to be limited. And I'm not sure if it's going to come up on the screen right now because I'm not sure what I searched. But we bookmarked something, we researched inside now, and you guys are going to be able to use that for free to get a U.S. phone number. And it's going to be simple. It's just I have to simplify it, okay? So simplify it and then cut the video. I'm not saying you guys aren't all super smart, stuff like that, but when I saw it the first couple times, I was like, what do you do? And now I have it now, okay? Yes, it would definitely be a worthwhile job. Right. And if I were you, I would consider I don't want to upsell anything, but yeah, it'll be very good selling both countries if you're going to be living in Canada. I did buy the Christmas trees in my local Walmart store, Sandra, yes. When you stop selling, December 15th. No, they don't do ghost listings like Craigslist. Yeah, they will still restrict your limits if you do have an eBay store. How many people are on the webinar? 897 right now. It was at maximum. Some people didn't get in. Okay, guys, 9:15, an hour and 15 minutes into it. I just want to do a quick recap for you guys, okay? You guys are going to have a separate affiliate section in there. And this isn't to get you to be an affiliate. We just want to make sure that our affiliates, especially coming into the busy season, are giving good coaching and stuff like that. So I'm going to put extra helpful tips in there for everybody in the affiliate section as far as coaching their team, helping their team, little idiosyncrasies they can do to boost their sales and things like that. Hitesh Mashal, he wasn't planning on being on here anyway, but he'll be talking about the replacement for camel.com that's coming up. But for now, that will help you guys track your prices. I thought that would be imperative for you guys to do. Also, remember these things for ranking. We have pretty much all of them done. We got the good titles for you guys. Your training to do free shipping. We talked about the relist versus sell similar. The feedback, I talked about how to get feedback removed. The best thing you can do, if you do get a negative feedback and you can't get it removed, it's no big deal. It's all in how you respond. You can respond to feedback received, and if you respond in such a way that the buyer looks like a terrorist or something, it's awesome. So don't get into, I got this item, the person says, I got this item, and it was supposed to have, I don't know, it was supposed to be here in 2 days, and it was here in 2.2 days, negative feedback. And you respond with, I told you it's going to be 2.2 days, you moron. That's not going to bode well for you, okay? You'll win the fight, but then your sales will go down and be like, what happened? I got over on that one buyer, though, okay? It's all about, I'm really sorry, Lisa. Remember, I offered a refund. I offered to replace it, but you declined. I'll try and do better in the future for all my buyers. Oh, look at that buyer. They suck. That's what you want to do, okay? No HTML, because it's going to, people are really concerned about this HTML. If you don't know what it is, you're not using it. In the description box on eBay where you type in the information from Amazon and you put down there, I ship to lower 48 states, that's text. Sometimes you're replaced with all this gobbledygook stuff, all these weird letters and words, and it transpires into a code that creates an image. You don't want to do that. So don't worry about how to do it, okay? Use the help desk. Don't go down a path of making up your own stuff outside the training without getting some help, okay? And help each other as well. And I don't want to be in the Facebook groups with anybody in Portland, Oregon that can get me a Snoopy at Walmart. It's just not fair to everybody. So work within your teams if you have to, okay? Change your listings from 1 to 10 business days to 1 to 5. You're going to jump in ranks. These are some keywords only to be used after you've used the title optimizer and everything else, okay? Toys, awesome. Go with the higher price toys. Search your local, go to the stores and look at the toys, and go look at them now ahead of time, because you'll find things you didn't even think of. Heather was making fun of me earlier tonight because I used to sell this silly Dora the Explorer couch. I can't even draw. Look at that. This Dora Explorer the couch. Every year, 10 million of them out the door. And who would have thought to sell kids' furniture when you didn't have kids? But I used to sell the lights of it because I went and I was like, maybe that'll sell. Okay. The traditional bubble pack stuff on the racks and stuff generally won't sell. But if you look up and you're selling bicycles and couches and things like that all day long. Okay. Awesome, guys. Thanks for being on here. If you could, Let me know if you had a good time. I can't answer all the questions on here. Certainly hit me in the help desk if you don't have them. Does this help you guys going forward? And I'll do some recap webinars and everything else as more stuff comes out, just to remind you guys, okay? So, awesome. Good. Okay, guys, have a great night. Thanks for everything. Take care.